My name is Kathy Sweger, and I'm a radiographer at St. Mary's Hospital in Janesville. I've been a radiographer for 42 years. I love our health system, our mission statement, and the quality of patient care. At St. Mary's, our care delivery model, relationship-based care, provides us with a great opportunity to compassionately connect with each patient we are caring for and to know them as a person. I try to treat each patient as I would want my family member to be treated. When questioning patients about the reason for the exam, I try to be present and to really listen to them. I believe in the power of laughter is the best medicine, and I believe that relaxes and helps the patient be calm. Recently, I met a young man in the ED who needed x-rays. He was very emotional. As I spoke with him, he explained that he didn't want the exams he was supposed to have because he couldn't afford the hospital bill. I quickly found my friend and colleague, Tanya Skillman, and we researched how we could get him some financial assistance. He then opted to have one of the x-rays. While Tanya was checking on the financial assistance, I was able to speak with Ken. He told me he was homeless and living out of his truck. He only ate once a day, and he had 2 small children that he loved very, very much. I went to my locker and got the money that I had and gave it to him, and he began to cry as I hugged him. He asked me why I was helping him, and I told him it was a God thing, that I don't usually work at the hospital on Mondays, but I really believe I was there because God wanted me to meet him. After his x-rays, I gave him my phone number and asked him to call me when I got off work. We met and we went to a motel where we got him a room for the rest of the week. The weather forecasted in Wisconsin was minus 60 degrees, and I was very worried about his safety. We then went to Target and bought a coat, a winter coat. He didn't have anything but a sweatshirt, a hat, gloves, and some other necessities that he needed. And then we went and got a meal for him to take back to his room. And when we got to his room, he began to cry again and told me he hadn't slept in a bed or had a hot shower for a whole year. And that night he slept for 15 hours. My wonderful coworkers have provided clothing for his children. One of my coworkers and fellow radiographers, Paula Johnson, has provided extra meals for him. At this point, he's beginning an apprenticeship to become a crane operator, and he's still struggling financially, but I'm so hopeful that by the end of this summer, he will be in a much better place. Although I've only known him a few months, I really believe in him, and we've continued to stay in contact, and he actually just texted me yesterday and told me he got a 98% on one of his tests. He's offered to repay me, and I told him no, that someday when he's able to just pay it forward to someone else. This experience has been so humbling for me. I received a Mission in Motion award this past, early this year, and because my coworkers shared my story about Ken, I never expected to be acknowledged for what I had done. I truly believe in performing an act of kindness every day and just walking in my faith. One of Jesus's greatest teaching was compassion. He demonstrated compassion when he fed the crowds who followed him and his many acts of healing. In the daily word that I've read, this is part of what it said about compassion. To strive to follow these examples each day. When I see someone who is struggling, I lend a helping hand. I choose to express love. I choose to be a light in the world. I shine a light of love from my heart to others. I am so proud to be an employee of SSM Health System, and I see and experience this kind of care every day that I work. I love my medical imaging family, and I'm equally proud of them. Thank you so much for this honor to speak with you and to share this amazing experience. Thank you.